Welcome to America Rising Media, where it is our mission to spread truth, expose evil, and effect as much positive change and unity as possible. Please join us in the chat and let us know your thoughts. Please note that the views and opinions expressed by guests and audience members are their own and do not necessarily reflect those of America Rising Media. We encourage you to critically evaluate all perspectives presented during our podcast. We appreciate your understanding and support, and thank you for being part of our community.
All right. How we doing? I'm super excited. We have a special guest today. Krista, how are you doing?
Good.
Very, very festive with your American background. I never know what she's going to choose. It's always something clever. I always have the same blue background no matter what. We have Scott with Spin City. How are you doing? We've been chit-chatting.
Yes, we have. It has been a long time in making this little soiree that we are going on right now.
Been at least 2 months.
At least. I mean, I got the DM from you, and I was like, all right, now it's becoming real. Right?
Yes. I had so much going on with my family, and it was a lot.
Welcome to real life, right?
Right.
How was your holiday? How was Easter for you?
Mine was great. I spent time with my mom, which is one of my favorite things. And then I came back here and did a Christian film that evening with Chris. So that was a lot of fun.
That's good.
Krista, yours was you spent all day with your family too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. It was
cooking
good.
Quite a bit, right?
Yeah, exactly. Kitchen all day long.
I ate way too much macaroni and cheese,
right?
Ham, and we like mashed potatoes, so I make actual mashed potatoes,
nice.
Real ones. And by the end of the night, I didn't even want to sit at my desk. All I wanted to do was stretch out on my bed.
It's really funny that you mentioned mashed potatoes because I have the perfect funny. I don't know if you want to open with it, Mary.
Oh, okay.
Let me add it real quick.
I was going to say that, or you can share screen if you want to throw it in the Truth Blitz folder.
Okay, well, it's on my phone. Let me throw it in there, but it's so funny. It's this guy from Ireland, and so he's always got these really
is that
funny
the Follow Me, I'm Delicious? That guy with the dark hair. I love his stuff.
He made one on mashed potatoes today. It was so funny. So the second he said mashed potatoes, I was like, hold on. I got the funniest thing on this.
Let the GD generation start with mashed potatoes.
A squirrel show. I can feel it. It's going to be squirreling all over the place.
It's a squirrel Friday. Okay, let me add it real quick. Here we go. It's 4 minutes and 40 seconds though, so it's a little bit lengthy. So maybe we should wait till the end.
Yeah, let's do that.
The potatoes.
We'll hold it till the end. Mitchell,
we'll hold the complete degeneration till the end.
Yes. Then we'll just go off the rails completely.
Yeah, there you go.
It's true Friday fashion.
It's Friday. Come on, we got to do something fun.
Shout out to Mitchell with the shades. Thank you so much, good friend. Good to see you. All right, let's see. You know what? I've got all these tabs open. Let's just go through because some of it is stuff that we didn't get to. There wasn't a whole lot going on today, which always kind of freaks me out, because part of it I'm like, what the hell am I missing? And then I'm like, it's too quiet. That means something bad is happening,
Yeah.
I get paranoid.
So they always say no news is good news. That doesn't apply to
not in today's world. It does not. Did you see Hunter's not looking so I feel like he's very malnourished. Yeah. I'm just gonna say he's not looking very healthy.
No.
But apparently he wants to do a cage match with Eric and Don Jr., which I find hilarious. He really doesn't look very healthy.
No.
And I have a feeling either Eric or Don could just go bing and deal with it.
That's what happens when you snort cocaine and inhale paint fumes.
And God knows what else that poor man took.
Remember, it wasn't his on the floor. It wasn't his.
Right. Neither was the Parmesan cheese that he was crawling around to get.
Oh Oh my gosh.
Oh no. Here we go.
Oh, jeez. All right. So let's see here.
Hey guys, Hunter Biden here. I just got a call from Andrew Callahan. He asked me to come out on the Channel 5 Carnival tour at the end of the month.
He's not
I
even
think
in
we
the
start
country.
in Phoenix and then we go to San Diego and we end in Albuquerque. And I think he's trying to organize a cage match, me versus Eric and Don Jr. I told him I'd do it, 100% in, if he can pull it off. And if he can't, I'm still coming. And I think he's got a lot of other surprises up his sleeve. A lot of fun. And I hope I can see you guys out there. You can get tickets online right now. And I'll see you out on tour.
I just
Hey guys, Hunter Biden here.
I
just got a call from Andrew Callahan.
I just thought of it.
And here's the scary
That is
thing.
so crazy.
He
Oh my
sounds
God.
so much like Joe Biden.
Yeah.
I had to take a double take there for a second.
Mhm.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
That nasally, incoherent, dementified voice that he has. Seriously,
Yeah,
it's scary. Scary as shit.
it is. I'd forgotten he was one of them that defamed Melania with
Yes.
Epstein.
Mhm.
I'd
Yeah.
forgotten that he was one of them that did. I knew the author and several other Democrats and Carville and some of them, but I had temporarily, probably just because I'm so sick of Hunter, I think I'm just now mentally blocking a lot of his shit.
You know, speaking of Epstein, there, I was on a panel last night over on YouTube,
Oh,
and this complete weirdo comes on and says, "Did you know Melania's in the Epstein files?" I'm like,
oh God.
hold on 1 minute. Let me fact check this. So I pull up the little library, Mary, right?
Mhm,
And I'm like, Melania Trump,
mhm.
no records found.
Nope.
And I screen share because we use StreamYard, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
StreamYard's like the shit.
Right.
And
I love it.
I'm like, I share my screen. I'm like, hey, dumbass, where is it? It's not here.
Find it.
That's what I was told. I said, what news? What where did you see that?
Yeah.
Well, CNN
Facebook.
was saying, I
Oh,
said,
gosh.
there's
Say
your
no more.
problem.
CNN.
I was laughing so hard I couldn't contain. I was crying. I was laughing so hard.
Did the other panelists get the point on that also, or were they just
In that minute, whenever I showed
Mhm.
it,
Mhm.
they went quiet. I mean, like
Yeah.
you could hear a pin drop. And the faces their jaws were dropping. As soon as he said CNN, I muted myself because I knew I was just about to disintegrate.
I know. As
Well,
if
and I
they're
love-
real news.
I love how when you throw out the, CNN, they're like, well, you listen to Fox. It's like, actually, we don't.
Not really. I
It's
mean,
like, you're so cute that you think that.
I
I
see
mean,
a
an
couple
occasional
clips.
clip. Yeah.
Yeah,
But we
like,
don't
I-
sit there and have a steady digestion of Fox all day.
No, I don't have a subscription to them. I don't.
Mhm.
I refuse to pay for that shit. But I
No.
mean, I'll go out to YouTube and check some clips. I'll usually pull like a Jesse or a Gutfeld
Oh, yeah.
clip and stuff
Or
like that.
Laura.
But
Mhm.
Laura usually has some good clips.
You know, I
That's
will
about
have
it.
to give it to CNN. They are good at clipping Gutfeld. That's the only homage that I could give them because
They
they're
probably have a whole
spot on.
team. And the team probably secretly loves him too. They just
Oh.
keep it quiet.
He's fantastic fodder for them, I bet. 'Cause he says
Oh,
to their minds, he says outrageous stuff. To
Mhm.
us, he's just funny. But it's probably super offensive to them.
Mhm.
And that may be why he uses the language he does. He knows.
Mhm. Yeah.
He's very media savvy, Gutfeld is. He's been in the game
Yeah.
a long time. A long, long time.
and how could we forget Timmy Tampon?
Right?
Right on the
Oh.
screen.
We got all the fun shit for you all today. I
Just when we haven't seen him for a few days,
I'm
which
going
were
to mute
very
because
nice.
I'm going to laugh so much.
He's horrible.
Well, apparently the Minnesota Freedom Caucus announced that the impeachment hearings for little Timmy and Keith Ellison will take place next week. I don't know the procedure, like as in, is it like, do they just do an impeachment, but can they actually get him out of office? You know what I mean? Can they actually enforce? Because, and I'm just jaded because I was in high school and college during Bill Clinton's presidency. So like they impeached him and he was finished out 2 terms. So I'm just like, okay.
Nothing happens.
It's
impeachment in name only.
Oh, geez.
I don't know. I don't know if it's like federally. I'm pretty ignorant to state or Minnesota, which I mean, I think that they could. I mean, if obviously the majority rules, but it is Minnesota, and they did allow them to put tampons in bathrooms that they weren't supposed to be in. The likelihood is they're not going to get rid of him. It's just like Mayor Fry. They ain't going to get rid of him.
I feel like we'll see what happens, but right now it just kind of feels like a show, like so much of what we watch in politics, and that's our main gripe with both houses of Congress. It's all a bullshit show, Nothing ever
like
happens.
A Hollywood movie, Mary. It's a Hollywood movie being played out in real life.
Yes. I think that's a lot of what they say, enjoy the show and different things like that. It's because it's all, fake. Like nothing ever happens. It's all backroom deals. And that's the other design to demoralize us as the public, not right or left, but yeah. So I just couldn't get over the headline. Minnesota pushes to legalize sex bathhouses for gay Somali immigrants. Is that a large demographic? I'm sincerely asking, are gay Somalis like a large demographic in the Somali community?
I don't know. Are there going to be roofs on the top of these bathhouses to throw them off? Because that's literally what they do. I mean, I'm not going to throw them off, but like that's what they believe. Are these going to have no roof? It's an open air bathhouse to prevent roof throwing.
I don't know what to do.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
And you asked to come on, Scott.
Wait a minute. Hey, let's promote sexual activity and take a bath at the same time.
Yeah, it's not known for being sanitary throughout history. Bathhouses are not known for being clean places. Ew. I don't care what.
I wonder if they'll have tampons in there. My bet's yes, maybe. It's just like going mudding. Who goes and dips himself purposely in mud?
Oh, I live in South Carolina. There's a whole sector of people that do that.
Well, I didn't even know what the Tough Mudder competition. That's a thing too. Mm-hmm. My husband's done a bunch. He actually loves it. He's like, you should do it. And I'm like, I don't get dirty. I don't know what.
I hate getting dirty. But no,
I don't get dirty on purpose. Are you kidding?
The implications are there. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Okay. Well, let me read you a little bit.
If we can get through it.
If I can get through this.
Do you want me to turn my camera off?
No. I want you to enjoy everything today, dear.
I am absolutely. I've laughed too much already. Keep it up.
Oh, that's a good sign.
It's Friday.
Carrie Lake says, don't mock mud wrestling. Right? That was a big thing in the 80s, man.
I'm sure there's
the bikini mud wrestling.
I'm sure there's a financial gain there, but I mean, just saying.
Oh, geez. Okay. Minneapolis city leaders are barreling ahead with plans to legalize adult bathhouses and sex venues where consenting adults can engage in sexual activity, scrapping a 38-year ban enacted during the AIDS epidemic. The push is driven by activists, comes as gay Somali community in Minneapolis. Are they just using this like I'm seriously
Are
questioning
they trolling for
how many
somebody
gay
wondering?
Somalis are there in the community?
Exactly.
Like
could always
seriously,
ask
or
Ileana
is
Omar.
there is like the LGBTQ plus what in I've got the Canada story coming up too with whatever else they've added now into the alphabet soup. But are they just saying that the Somali community needs this so they can get what they want?
So there's
I'm kinda
over
thinking.
50,000 people, Somalis in Minnesota. It seems low, more than that.
I mean, I'm sure there's some gay ones. I'm just saying, are there enough that you need a public sex venue?
That's what I'm saying.
And why do we need a public sex venue, period? We don't, right? Like,
No, we don't.
why do we need this period? In the modern, okay, so in Roman times, you had public bathhouses because people didn't have indoor plumbing. I mean, some places had indoor plumbing. We've seen that in the ruins, but everybody has a bathroom and a shower in our country.
Well, their hygiene isn't exactly well known as the poster child for hygiene.
No argument there.
Yeah.
I mean, we need to go past that. There was a pallet of women's massagers at the Whipple building, and they were throwing them at cars.
Oh, we did that. We lost our shit because there was this crazy man and he was tonguing one and then he was sticking it on his forehead after he'd picked it up off the ground. And Krista and I were just so skeeved out by the whole thing. I'm like, it's bad enough you're throwing, the things, and then you're like, bleh, and then I was like, oh.
So I mean, this does not surprise me. It was just the headline that got me. And
shout out Vigilant Fox.
I mean, Ileana Omar, I guarantee she's behind this.
Well, and her brother's gay. Her brother is a BDSM daddy, whatever. We covered that article, and he's super gay.
You mean the one that she married to get citizenship?
Yes. He's a BDSM. He put that in his Instagram. Like, I'm not making it up. It's in his Instagram. He calls himself a daddy, and the whole, he's into the lifestyle and the whole thing. Yeah.
I bet you he was down at the Whipple building. That's all I'm saying.
Jason said monkeypox pool. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh God. And I saw the dead monkeys that came in through DHS. They're poor little shriveled. I'm not showing the picture, but I saw that. And I'm like,
I was scarred for the day, Mary. My eyes were like, why? Why are they doing this?
That's the fourth shipment of poor little monkey corpses that they've caught being imported in. What the hell?
I'm just scared that, like, what haven't they caught?
Oh, a lot.
That's what I'm saying. Like, which monkey ones are out there floating around?
We have a lot of immigrant demographics that we are not ready for what they like, or I don't know if they're using it for a ritual. Why would you get a freeze-dried monkey corpse and bring it in?
Why would you get a freeze-dried anything and bring it in?
I know, but I mean, it's not food. What are you going to do with it? What are the other options?
Right. What are they infected with? Are they going to take that DNA and put it in a vaccine? And
is it a war thing, or is it a ritual? Because those are the only two things I can think of why you would use that particular. I mean, I'm open to other options, but
there's got to be some sort of paperwork or some sort of justification, because I mean, if it's coming out,
but not a corpse. Like, it's not even a live animal. It looks
shriveled. It looks like it died in horrible pain the way it is presented. That again, I'm not showing the photo.
It looks like a Fauci experiment kind of monkey.
It looks like it was tortured to death.
Wait a minute. We got to wear masks now because there's corpses coming in. Just saying.
Oh, and as we cover Portland, Mitchell, thank you for that ship. I saw you slide that in there, friend. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.
Portland is just such a mess.
Mitchell says aliens? Could be. You never know nowadays. I mean, we had all those scientists go missing or get killed. We had the fusion guy getting shot, right before the Iran thing. And he had connection.
That needs to be more out there, because this is 9 so far, and they're all the same type of science, the cold fusion, nuclear stuff.
And
It's like,
right at the
who is
same
doing
time,
this?
we're going to the dark side of the moon.
Yeah.
And we're going to build bases on the moon. And I'm like,
Okay.
Okay.
Sure,
All right.
Jan.
Don't you know that was done by green screen the last couple days? I mean, I've heard.
Oh, I
that
know. I
too.
saw the NASA reverse. Some of the photos NASA did put up are from 2008. They've
okay.
They just reversed the photo and they're like, look, it's new. And I'm like, really? It's in your archive from 2008, bitches.
I'm like, so we're giving you $25 billion a year and you have to dig for 2008 photos. That's lovely.
Right. I know. I'm just
remember the skeptics say all that footage was lost from remember?
Mm-hmm.
You ever seen the movie Fly Me to the Moon?
I have.
It's a fun flick. Mm-hmm. It's a very fun. It's in the folder. You can access it, Braves. Okay, it's in my folder. You can. It's family friendly. Your oldest would be fine with it. You could sit down and watch. But they are talking about how they filmed in a studio the moon landing. That's literally what the movie's about.
So because it's a biographical type of movie.
So the logic in the movie is they had this camera technology they were going to affix to the outside of the craft, but they had no guarantee that it would work because obviously you can't test it until you're up there. So they took all the astronauts and stuff and then trained them to do this ridiculous Hollywood green screen type stunt thing where they filmed it so they would have something in case the camera didn't work. That's the principle of the movie.
Okay. Interesting.
So it's a really fun movie. It came out a couple years ago. It's got Scarlett Johansson and Channing Tatum.
Oh gosh, he was in everything. Yeah. Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoy a lot of his stuff. I'm not gonna, I enjoy a lot of it. All right. Well, now that I've scrolled again, Portland College to host Antifa training on terrorism and radicalization. I saw this and thought of Kevin. I really did. I hope he's doing good on his trip. I hope he's getting settled and doing well. So, transformative action and abolition symposium titled Bad Trouble. They always have coloring books.
I noticed that. Isn't that what drug addicts have? Because they can't sleep and so they like tweakers. No, I'm serious. Like I was watching no, I'm serious. No, it's a real thing, Mary. I only know this from cop shows. And they're they arrest him and there's like this whole thing of crayons and I'm like, they're not the sharpest crayons in the box, and then they have this whole thing of crayons and I'm like, oh, they have kids. The first time I saw it, I was like, oh, they have kids. No, it's for them coloring. I was like, oh,
it is. Yeah, no, it's for the. I mean, and I say that, and I have coloring books, okay, but I have like really complicated, intricate
like the Mandela ones. Yeah.
Yes, I have highly patterned ones, and about every 3 months,
a toddler drew this.
Yeah, about every 3 months, I'll sit down on the couch when I just need to unplug, and I'll just be like, I need my coloring for a minute. Like I need to make a pretty picture, and it not be political.
Yes.
Unlike this, where it's a coloring book of like cop cars on fire. And barbed wire and cutting tools.
That whole thing is now suspect. Okay, what are we trying to support cop cars on fire? Here, let me give you a paint by number. Let me show you what to do.
No, we'll have a choose your own adventure. Like the clips lead to the jail cell, basically. Like this little maid.
Is a private institution that is doing this. This is a college.
Wow, Lewis and Clark College.
I've got a lot of ties up there in Portland. A lot of the viewers and a lot of people know. And it's like the absolute stuff that I see and witness with my own eyes. Yeah, it might be 3,000 miles from me, but this actually goes to the narrative, and it's hilarious.
Oh, so their mission statement is, our culture sparks curiosity and celebrates authenticity, so you can embrace your true self and develop the courage to lead with intention. Come to Lewis and Clark to make a difference and turn purpose into practice. You will gain the skills, knowledge, and networks you need to build a meaningful career through an immersive education grounded in real-world issues. Oh, okay. So you're training activists. We got it. That sounds about right.
I wonder if they get any federal money.
Oh,
I mean, I know they're private, but I bet they do.
Just because you're a private school, and I've learned through just my own research, the federal government has a lot to do with private institutions because, I mean, although they're indoctrinating you with a bunch of bullshit that you will never use in the real world, they have bills too. And, you know, if they charge you $20,000 to take a bullshit course like this, they will find some way to not, or to ask the federal government or donors for more money because it didn't cover the costs of the teacher or the professor or whatever he is. That's a fact.
Crazy.
That is a fact.
Prison abolition. Yeah, this has been a thing for the hard left for 50 years. They've been wanting to abolish prisons.
Wear a mask, please.
Yes, wear a mask, please.
Actually, that's a good thing. We don't want to see some of their faces, honestly.
I don't know. I want them identified, honestly. But yeah.
Temu will be doing a lot more business for masks.
Yeah, for real. Okay, Symposium poses the following questions. How can we critically evaluate the efficacy of our direct action decisions and strategies? How does neoliberal co-opulation, what am I reading? What in monopolization, organization, resistance, direct act. This is like garbledygook. Like my brain can't even process this sentence. Like I feel like they just threw a bunch of words in that sentence.
So I guess it says risk takers who have come before us. That means activists.
That would be the Weather Underground and Black Liberation Army that killed people.
They downplay it. Risk takers.
Those were the two groups in the 60s and 70s that brought the huge movement forward of abolish prisons. So this literally goes back to the bomb makers and the people that just took Uzis and mowed down people.
Sure. Yeah.
That's the origination of that language.
Well, that goes along with the narrative of Rose City Antifa. City Antifa was, I believe it was founded and started in Portland. I believe, but
well, go ahead.
They're teaching the narrative too. It might not be in a proper setting, but I mean, they're out there. They might not be, you know, very visible, but they are teaching these kids how to do all this stuff and push the limit. So so now they have made a college course. Hey, what did you do? I'm an activist. I've got a degree in activism. That's what that is.
Well, if you want to work for a George Soros Foundation NGO, then maybe that is, I don't know. I would assume they would prefer on the ground training, or on the ground learning or whatever. But I guess maybe a degree in Do they have degrees in activism? I mean,
no, they call it things like political science and
right. That's right.
Oh, ethics,
women's studies.
Oh, God,
cultural things.
Well, and the rose is the symbol for the Democrat Socialist Party, which can be traced back to the French Revolution and the Jacobins.
Yes,
very old roots for the rose symbol. Also adopted, I believe, with the Fabian Society. Shout out S. Jones, because we're going to be tackling that this evening. So speaking of far left cookies, I had this on deck yesterday, but we were so incensed after understanding the dignity bill. We We just
No, Mary,
needed some
the
happy
Dignity
stuff.
Dog bill.
Dignity dog. That's right. It's
Hot Diggity Dog.
I was watching that and I couldn't stop laughing either. I'm sitting here in tears.
We try. We do try. So far left Democrat tells a crowd in Michigan that the upper class Americans are the enemies. Well, of course they do. You got to point the finger at somebody. And there's always more of the poor than the rich if you do not have a healthy capitalist society, because the capitalism mechanism it's the only one that creates middle America or a middle class. None of the other systems. I mean, we've seen them all play out in multiple countries, hemispheres, all the different things. They eliminate the middle class. Communism, fascism, socialism also, but they eliminate it. The only one that creates a middle class and a stable economy is capitalism. So, all right, let's get a load of
other people who are fighting like hell to make you feel like your enemy is sitting next to you. That your enemy is somebody who worships differently than you are, or looks differently than you are, comes from a different socioeconomic status than you, unless they're the purple class, then that is your enemy. They only have the politics of fear and division and destruction and disruption. Keep our focus away from the people who have
she's on
something. The biggest sex trafficking ring in our country. Like, we can't do anything. I need you.
Are we in church right now?
Like you can't win. I need you to instead lead and learn and live in your power.
I hate it when people eat the microphone and then breathe into it and you can't understand their words very well. It's very sloppy.
Yeah, it is.
As an orator, it's very sloppy. And I'm like, is she on something? Because how, if you're a polished politician, you're actually going to try and run for something. And I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm just being critical, but
no, your critical thinking is absolutely correct. I mean, imagine if you and I were to sit here and eat the mic, and every P and S and everything is like,
it just rolls.
Like, you need to move the mic, sweetie.
Yep. I mean, I couldn't understand a lot of what she said. What I did understand was just communist rhetoric, which is what I expected from the clip.
Of course,
I don't know. I mean, this is why the term low IQ is so in the stratosphere right now, because how are people falling for this rhetoric? Like, you can look in every country that has tried these things and it doesn't work.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Well, only in the United States.
Right? We're the only ones.
Only in the United States.
Only in here.
For this shit.
Oh, gosh. Well, Krista, I have this one for you. Just for you, sweet pea.
Oh, no. Waxing waters. Oh, no.
Maxi waxy.
No.
House Speaker Johnson, he has filed a motion with the Committee on the Rules and Procedures to begin the process of restricting or removing her vote. Congresswoman Waters hasn't been in the House chamber in months, yet her vote is always registered. It's time to eliminate procedural loopholes that allow this to happen. So is Maxine like in a retirement home? Because we've seen 3 or 4 Congress people that, like basically had dementia. They're living in a retirement home and their staff is fucking voting.
Yeah, that should not happen.
I believe that's illegal.
It should be. If it's not, they should. I mean, I'm sorry, the staff should go to jail.
Staffers have, don't get me wrong, staffers have a lot of latitude and a very long leash. But if you can prove Miss Wax figure is in a nursing home or a retirement home or whatever, that in itself is sus.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
How can you do some political? How can you be a politician from a freaking nursing home?
Oh, they'll find a way. Don't throw that challenge out there.
That's not a lie. But I mean,
they're already
on its face, though, Krista.
Oh, I know.
Face.
Totally agree. Totally agree with what you're saying. I really do. I thought you would appreciate that they're going to try and, I mean, they do need to close that loophole for everything that we've said. And I don't care which side of the aisle is doing it. It's horrible.
I mean, we got Mitch McConnell. We've got Chuck Grassley is 91, for goodness sake. I mean, he at least is there.
He's sharp.
Yeah.
He's sharp. Mitch is being rolled around and drooling after the strokes. Like, it's sad.
Gosh.
It's awful.
They have to reset every day and zap him to life.
It's really bad. Like,
clear. Yes.
Every morning, the paddles come out.
Oh my gosh. Oh, well.
Sir, your seat is over there.
Right?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Mad Hat says she's probably in invalid care like Ruth Ginsburg was while she was voting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they literally wheeled her in. Wasn't it Nancy's daughter that was in charge of wheeling Feinstein around at the end? So. And she like literally, we played it one day. She wheeled her in and literally picked her arm up to vote like this and held it up like and I was like, this is,
and then that same day she died. It was.
Yeah. Like I don't care which side of the aisle, because either way you're disenfranchising the American voter. I don't care if it's left or right. Shame on you. It shouldn't be allowed. The staffers should go to jail.
Well, there was speculation. I think it was like last year, like right at the end of the year, where they were considering passing legislation or something was like in the back room gonna hit, right?
Yeah.
And I believe it was right before the government shutdown where they were going to talk about term limits for the Senate and Congress to try to combat this dementia-fied clear, but I've never seen anything else after that.
It's really hard to get to correct themselves. It's the old joke about having the CIA investigate, the JFK assassination. It's the same principle. It's like, oh, really? I'm sure they're going to get very far with that investigation. I'm sure it's going to go.
But if you look at it on its face, though, if you are nursing home eligible, hey, I want somebody to make a decision or pass legislation, but he's doing it from the nursing home. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
No,
I agree.
There's the problem. There's a problem. And I believe it was 8 years. I believe it went along constitutionally with the president of the United States. Although I would hate to lose John Kennedy. I would hate to lose.
I know. That's the thing. Like, there's a handful of them that are really good and they are very experienced, but at the same time, then you get slugs. Like, what you could make the argument, Biden is a swamp creature because he spent his entire adult life. I mean, he went in at like what, 27, 28 was when he got sworn in, and he never left. His entire career was in DC.
He had like 2 years of private work and that was it. And then he was a public servant.
Yeah, his whole entire life.
Yeah.
So
and
I mean,
it shouldn't be that. It really.
You have somebody in politics for 60 freaking years. You would think that they know something, but over that 60 years, on a specific party, you're going to believe yourself after a while. That's all I'm saying.
Believe your own BS, no matter what.
Exactly.
I know. I'm not a fan of putting age limits because some people are really sharp. You could make Grassley. I mean, he probably doesn't move very quickly, but he is very mentally there. He's sharp. Trump, you could make the same thing. He's obviously very sharp. I think it's reasonable to have a civics or a mental acuity test, but I would say you have to have it for all of them.
Absolutely.
Well,
it just last week, or was it earlier this week, the morons were on TV trying to invoke the 25th Amendment against Trump. I actually have a clip of it.
They tried that during COVID when he had COVID for just a few days.
They were like, we got to put him down. Let's take him behind the White House and put the poor thing down out of his misery.
Yeah, let's euthanize the president of the United States because I'm getting bad scientific information.
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's just treat him like a dog.
Oh, a filter dog had a really good point.
Christy Nome near him, though. I mean, seriously, if you want to talk about putting dogs down, I mean, don't let Christy near him.
Filter Dog says, remember the rep that hadn't been seen for 6 months and was found in a dementia care facility?
Yes, that's one of them. It was a black lady. It was a really sad case. But again, the staff just kept running her office.
Crazy.
Like, and she was in a dementia care. And then they finally had to announce it. And again, nothing happened to the staff. I mean,
it's ridiculous.
How long we've been doing Truth Blitz? What? Going on 4 years. It's been 3.5 years. We've covered a lot of stories. I've seen at least 3 or 4 of these stories where they're mentally, they're in a hospital, they're unconscious, they're in a coma, they have dementia, they're stroked out, or they died and nobody mentioned it.
Grave. Exactly.
You know, and I'm just like,
I've never heard they died and they didn't mention it, but okay. That is troublesome in itself, and I have a lot of questions.
When you have the staff writing everything that they are to say, they basically just have to show up and someone props up their hand. So it's almost like these staff is they're on this ego power trip.
Well, it's like
we don't really need them. We just need their hand to sign stuff because we're going to do everything for them.
And you know what? Remember the auto pen. Remember the auto pen.
That's where I'm going with that. I agree. All right. Well, handwritten letter from Tyler Robinson to lover Lance Twiggs confesses taking out Charlie Kirk, and these are in the court documents.
I'm not sure what to think about this.
I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I can't. I really want the trial to be public.
I do too.
I really, really want the trial to be public because if it's not, it's going to be such a mess. On both sides. It's going to be fodder, and it's awful.
There's already people that have come out with like some instances that things haven't matched up, like the Discord messages, the timestamps don't match with when he was actually Mirandized. So like there's already some different conflicts of time that they've put together. So the whole thing is just, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. So,
and it's just such a weird, like unpilled. I don't really talk about it because so many people have different opinions, and there's the Tyler Robinson did it. Shut up. He's the only person that did it. And there's the people that are like, he had help. Then there's the other people that are like, it wasn't a gunshot. Yeah. Then he was a patsy. Like there's other people that are like, he was a patsy. The government set up the whole thing. There's like all these different factions that people believe. So I'm just like, I'm going to not say my opinion because
why would the government set this up?
Not our government. Not our government.
Another government.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Hand in hand CIA.
Oh,
that's
sure.
what I mean.
Okay.
That's like deep state.
Yeah. I don't know. I think if you're going to make that argument, there are multiple governments.
Oh, multiple. Absolutely.
That would have benefited from extinguishing Charlie's light. There are multiple.
Absolutely.
Ones. Not the one that begins with an I that everybody likes to talk about all the time with that. It's not just that one. Okay. I would make the argument there's 8 or 10 of them that would have and they would have
regardless
that government.
But regardless, I'm with you, Mary. Like I'm with you. Like it definitely needs to be public, and we all need to hear what happens and see
we have
all
to keep
all the evidence.
Yeah. Because this is the JFK of our time. Like this is the MLK JFK level of, conspiracy, public assassination, traumatizing to the public, bifurcating.
I have a whole folder on Telegram I've dedicated to this that I just dump stuff in because there's only myself and one other person that has access to it, and that we just dump stuff in it because
I bet I know who that person is.
Honestly,
no, not at all.
It's not me.
Well, I just figure like with the MLK, with the JFK thing, it was a little bit harder back then in 63 to get everything because you only had the news, you only had newspapers. Now we have so many things that are at our disposal. Right. And I just want to make sure like years from now, people know like all the facts and everything.
I think it's great, especially as much things disappear from the internet. It's very good to archive.
Exactly.
Because things get scrubbed.
Yes,
they really do.
That actually happened with Conservative Chris and I one time on our memory hole show.
That's happened to me.
I had lined up the clips the night before the next morning the clip was gone. It gave me the 404 thing, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
That's happened to me on research I was doing for my Sunday show. Yeah, and then I'll do the research, and then it's within a few days, and I'll go and pull it back up, and the clip is gone. I'm like, really?
Yeah, it's like they know, like, oh no, she's going to expose us. We better hide it.
They do not. There are certain subjects they absolutely do not want us talking about, for sure.
Which is why I think the nuclear physicist thing is kind of under the radar. They do not want us diving into that.
No.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. I wanted to shout out Dixie with the shades. Says, I am LOL again. Thank you. I'm glad.
Karen Hare 7 says Charlie was moving too strongly and making changes in the youth in our country. They could not have that.
Exactly.
Which is a very absolutely true statement.
Yes.
He was encouraging them to critical think, and they don't want critical thinkers. They want zombies.
No.
The zombie apocalypse is real when it comes to certain subjects. And I have embraced that, right?
Right.
Because the youth are, according to statistics, which are true, is the youth are our predecessors, right? So they want to fill their head full of nonsense and bullshit to carry their legend on, or our legend on. But it doesn't make, but to a logical person, the rhetoric doesn't make sense. But they will look past that. Right. They will look at certain news media and things like this to concrete their ideology or their ideas. Right. And then you've got terrorism training schools. That's all I'm saying.
With coloring books.
Coloring books. Now all they need is a paint by number.
I'm sure they've got it. They also knit. There's a huge knitting community along with the terrorist coloring book people. They are chronic knitters.
Well, because their knitting needles can be used to stab people. It's like
so they make you all think I'm laughing. I watched a bunch of these meetings with Kevin, like I participated in his research with him. They are always talking about their knitting circles and their knitting hats, and they all wear their little hats to the front.
Mary, these people have infiltrated the quilting community too.
I know.
Like, I just want to see pretty quilts on Instagram, but no, they have to be like activist quilts with
their abolished ice quilts and shit. It's like,
I'm serious. And they have like this. Well, one time I saw this one. It was a gun. I was like, oh, this is great. I love this. But no, then it had, if you turn it around, had the whole, guns are bad and blah blah blah. I was like, oh, I'm gonna make a Second Amendment quilt. And then on the back, it's going to say, read it and weep.
Bang, bang.
Yeah.
Bang, bang, fang, fang. Like that funny song.
Oh, Lord.
That was hilarious.
I wonder if you could do that like on a quilt at a quilt show, have like a little button and then the song will be downloaded. Oh,
I bet. I mean, why couldn't you? I mean, they put those musical things in everything from the toilet paper roll to the mat. Why that you step on? Why couldn't you
just
put it in the
watch
quilt
next year?
Just like a little squeaker toy. Just put it in there, and you just. I will pay money, girl. I will contribute to the making of that quilt. You just let me know what you need for some materials, and I will start pulling money back. I will help with that.
Well, it's so funny because beside the quilt, there's like a little write up of everyone's like what this pattern is called and what their inspiration was. And I'll be like, my inspiration was the Second Amendment because we still have it. And then this is what it says. And then please press the button for a beautiful tune called Bang Bang Bang. I guarantee people would, there'd be mixed reviews.
Oh, yes. Real quick, I want to shout out Handy News has rated our stream over on Rumble. Thank you so much, friend. Welcome in, everybody. I see a Ghost Pepper in our chat on Pilled. Good to see you. And a Rasta. Whole bunch of cool people. All right. This, I pulled it. Immigration Board denies Muhammad Khalil's appeal, bringing the activist one step closer to deportation. This is the guy that's like, we're pretty sure is a spook.
Yeah. He's like 31 and he's still in college and
he worked for foreign embassies.
Right.
He worked in the Middle East for foreign embassies. That's why that's the spook blinky red light. Like if you've worked in foreign embassies and for State Departments of foreign countries,
ding, ding, ding.
You're probably an infiltrator. I mean, it's, you know, like a 85, 90% chance you're doing that. So, yeah, the board's rulings are not public. So I guess they're not going to say why they told him no, but they told him no. So he is, the Board of Immigration Appeals issued the final order of removal on Thursday. Pack your shit. Because he married an American and knocked her up for an anchor baby. Not to be crass, but, you know, while he was working in Colombia and, you know, talking about death to all the other people and, you know, organizing all the rallies. Is that Hassan Piker right next to him?
Yes. Yes. I as soon as you scrolled up, Mary, I'm like, oh God. Here's the prime example of stupidity right here.
He's literally everywhere. Got his hands in everything. Who's paying for his travels nationwide?
Okay, so Hassan's parents are from Turkey. They came here, had him, and then went back home. And they didn't come back till he was about an adult. And they live in a multi-million-dollar mansion in California.
What's up with Turkey lately and immigrants in Turkey? Remember
I'm just saying, like, there's a reason that it's a big problem with China and a lot of other, like, you have the birth tourism thing. I'm just saying.
I hate that.
He literally, his parents are in that pattern. And he hurts his dog. So I can't respect it. No matter what. And he talks about death to America and we deserve 9/11 and we shall die.
He should be banned from having any animals, honestly.
Well, in
get a stuffed animal there to kick.
After the whole Haiti thing where he went over there and, you know, he was on, I was watching, what was it? Benny Johnson did a breakdown. It was like a 10-minute, you know, one of his little ones. But the plane that they flew to Cuba was a $15,000 plane, a private plane. So they went over where there's blackouts. People are starving, dying. They don't have shoes. There's no electricity. The hospitals can't work. But they stopped a lot of the Wi-Fi and the electricity so that he could stream in his luxury resort.
So sorry, we can't keep your mother on oxygen because we need the electricity so this idiot can stream.
And he told his audience that this was just a bastion of productivity and the country's doing so well. And, you know, all the things.
No one has electricity. Jeez.
And they're dying. People are dying. And he's like,
it goes back to the whole narrative.
It's propaganda.
It's not what you know. It's who you know and how much money you're willing to put out.
Propaganda.
They don't give a shit. He doesn't give a shit about anybody but himself. Period. End of story.
No, not at all. This I put out. I don't really have a huge opinion on Sean Ryan either way. I really don't. But interesting, Caroline Leavitt retweeted against him saying this tweet cites a Daily Beast rewrite of another article filled with anonymous sources who clearly lied because the story has now been totally debunked by both the Pentagon and the Cardinal, Christopher Pierre, which I actually have that story if we get to it also. Because there's this whole rumor about the Vatican and the Pentagon, and the Vatican's like, yeah, this is a hoax, which I find interesting. This is 100% garbage fake news. The reporters who wrote it should be immediately retracting their stories, and the influencers who fell for it should delete their tweets. So Sean Ryan had said the Pentagon summons Pope ambassador, told him the United States and military power to do whatever it wants, and warned the church better take its side. That doesn't even sound like anything our government would say to the Pope. Like that doesn't even, I mean, at most Trump, if he gets fed up enough, he might go out there on a tweet and say that he should mind his own business.
Yeah, which he absolutely should.
Right. But that's the most I could see him saying. But this specific rhetoric does not sound like anyone.
No.
That doesn't follow the pattern of anything that we've seen coming out of communications from them. So there's a lot of big influencers that are crashing, absolutely crashing out right now. Let's see, latest inflation figures out of the Middle East. Conflict sparks fresh price hikes. So this is interesting. Consumer Price Index report showed inflation holding a steady 2.4% in February. compared with the year before in January. So now it's moving up. On a monthly basis, overall prices increased 0.3%. Core prices, excluding the volatile. So it is going up. It's not horrible. It's slow burn. But I mean, inflation never goes down. This is the misnomer. Inflation isn't going to go away. That's tied to the Federal Reserve. That's tied to the printing money mechanism. It's not every time they print money, inflation is the hidden tax. And that's why the people hurt so badly, because we're being taxed to death through inflation.
It's an instant tax.
Yes.
Like when gas goes up, I mean, that's an extra $80, $100 that you weren't expecting.
Yep.
And
yep.
It's, not good.
Yeah. And the Federal Reserve is part of their charter is to keep the interest rates low and to do all this other crap. And they fail. They can't audit. They can't get their shit together.
One more month of Powell, Mary. One more month.
Girl, we need to have a wine. You know what? We need to have a wine party. The day his ass goes, and we need to have like at least 20 minutes of, I don't know, golden oldies of Trump humiliating him, like that time that he went over there and Powell looked like this little shrinking man next to him. That. He did. We need to have like a cocktail party. Mm-hmm. Scott, you want to come back and have cocktails?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'll drink cranberry juice and coffee.
Yes.
I will bring the whiskey. You have the wine. How's that?
That sounds good. I don't drink that much, but I will get it out to celebrate of Powell. Other news I found today. Apparently BB's mad at Spain. I don't know. I don't pretend to understand politics of Israel and BB and the left and the right I really don't. I really don't. Okay, so BB threatens Spain with pay a price for defaming the IDF soldiers and the moral army of the world.
He says they're the most moral army of the world. I didn't realize it was a contest of morality with armies.
Is there such a thing as a moral army?
I was literally just going to say that, like,
I mean, if
maybe
you're
the Hacksaw Ridge guy who didn't kill anybody.
Like, I feel like that's an oxymoron.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Spain is basically Spain's government's crazy. Their leftist government is trying to stay in power. They just, they legalized over 500,000 immigrants from Africa and Middle East as a voting bloc. They gave amnesty to 500,000 of them so that they could lock in their status and get reelected.
Well, the other thing, Mary, what you're missing there is Spain's population was dwindling. So they had to do something. So it goes along the lines of the rhetoric of legalizing XYZ 1, 2, 3, many people into the country. So it is just let's go back. Oh God, let's correlate this to the United States. What, 4 or 5 years ago, the dwindling or what they considered a dwindling population of voters.
Right.
They needed to boost that voter roll. Yeah. It's just like the California government going to the homeless encampments and saying, here's a pack of cigarettes and whatever else you need, just make sure you go to the poll. And by the way, we'll pick you up in a nice bus and take you there.
Right.
It's along the same lines.
They give him like a whole little starter pack of foil and a little needle, a little rubber bands.
I didn't.
So big, nice like some cigarettes. I was like, cigarettes, no. They give them.
Well, this is a whole conspiracy theory, but I mean, somebody had to pay for it. Maybe like the super rail that we can't find $200 billion. I
thought it was 900 billion, but yeah.
Or I'm sorry, $900 billion.
Just that. Jeez.
How do you lose $900 billion?
How did they keep greenlighting that shit? Like at some point, there's nothing to show for it. You can't audit it, but I'm just going to keep giving billions and keep greenlighting and doing more and more. Like, again, people need to be in jail.
It goes along the lines. Just go to your local crack dealer and ask them how much money they've made over the last month or however long it's been. They'll tell you. I mean, come on.
I agree.
Where does $900 billion go other than to save the trees? That, by the way, in the last month they've spent $8 million on to save the trees in California.
But didn't they let them all burn? Isn't that the thing?
They did because they didn't have any water.
They didn't have any water because they were saving the smelt fish.
That no one's seen for 10 years.
It makes no logical sense.
It's like the circle of
it goes back to the zombies among us, because it only makes sense to the zombies. The rest of us are like, what the fuck? But the zombies are like, yeah, you guys save the trees, right? And the fish and the spotted owl and all the things. And I'm just
they were making room for more billion-dollar mansions that are going to be
selling to the Chinese and the Ukrainians.
They were charging the people whose houses burned down for electricity. They're like, we have no house. Are you okay?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
They were charging like they have no house, but they still have an electrical bill.
No, I mean, if you really think about it, though, you want to save the trees, but they're going to catch on fire,
right?
Eventually, but we have no water to put it out. But we need residents because everybody's freaking leaving. You
need the illegals to build the houses that the Chinese and the Ukrainians are going to live in the new burned down areas. Let's not forget.
I forgot about that caveat.
Right, you got to have all the illegals to construct all the things. So it's full circle.
Well, I mean, it was said in an article that I read that they were completing houses in 1 week. I mean, like literally, I kid you not. And what they were doing, they were getting them all set up. Tiny houses. Seriously.
Like a shed on wheels.
Yes. I promise you. I will find the article, Mary, and I'll send it to you.
House.
And what they were doing was they were living in the little tiny houses to build the next one and the next one. So they always had somewhere to stay.
Oh, geez.
I will send you this article.
I believe you.
I have it somewhere.
I believe you.
And the government was coming around with the roach coaches and feeding these idiots.
Oh, God.
And all the money that they were making, it was gone. You want to know where it went? To where they came from. Their $2,000, what was it, Mary? A credit card or some sort of prepaid card?
Yep.
Put
it gets
8
transferred
of these people
back out of the country.
Yeah. You were able to withdraw those funds from that card. Right. And you could Western Union it or MoneyGram or send it Walmart to Walmart, whatever, and it's gone. But you get 80 of these people up in this little tiny house. Imagine what that son of a bitch smelled like after.
Oh, God.
And it's brand new. Yeah, okay. Let's try pre-lived in. Just saying.
God. Oh, my goodness. Well.
But we paid for it.
Yes, we did.
We paid for it.
Paid quite a bit for it.
Quickly before she leaves, Cassis Rumble 29, my twin, is over there, and it's her birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday, sweetheart. Happy birthday. That's wonderful. I hope she has a wonderful weekend. It's a good day. You have a birthday on a Friday.
You can know it's really you. How do we know it's really you if she's your twin?
My 29 twin.
Right.
We're forever 29.
Right.
It's actually my address. Yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right.
Here in Times Square, a ball drop is planned to celebrate America's 250th birthday. But thanks to Mayor Mamdani's emergency order denying permits during the World Cup, the public isn't invited to attend. Say what?
So our famous communist won't allow people to come up and see and celebrate 250th years for the U.S. He needs to go.
Is this America? Is this really New York?
They need to just do it anyway. Swarm it.
I think that's
Show
very
up.
silly.
Public is banned from celebrating
Imagine it should be allowed.
our
It's
own
to be
birthday.
celebrated, right? So it's supposed to be
The warmth of collectivism on full display.
Yeah.
Allowed to be here, so why can't it be that?
That's what I'm saying. They
Anything-
should go anyway. They can't arrest millions of people.
I should probably.
Well,
articulate
listen,
that I'm a
if you do
Canadian.
go,
That
you
would
might
never
need
happen
2
in
forms
Canada.
of ID.
At
The
least.
public should be allowed to go.
I think that
And a
should
snow
be
shovel.
something that everybody
Snow
should
shovel.
be included. I mean, that's a big milestone in our nation's history. Kind of frustrating.
It looks
'cause
like it's going to be beautiful
I was kinda
too.
excited to come down here for that, but
Yep.
you know, I'm not buying a ticket. It's ridiculous.
I'd show up in a MAGA shirt with American flags, and I'd be like, "Come at me." It's ridiculous. Yes, Reason Kane agrees. He said they ought to mob the streets. Exactly.
I'm with that. They need to organize and mob because they can't arrest them all if there's enough of them. They really,
they would just.
and they're not going to open fire on them for just standing there.
Oh, I don't know, Mary.
You know what well,
hopefully not.
It is New York.
Yeah, you never know. New York's crazy.
But are they really going to shut the streets down so that they can't like put up
They're going to try.
blockades?
They're going to try.
Oh, they need to move the blockades.
That's not going to sit well with Trump. If he actually moves forward on that, like look for Trump to get very vocal about that.
I mean, he's already signed the document about it, Mamdani.
It's gonna
They
get
should do
interesting.
Trump should honestly do like a ceremony where a Pelosi ceremony where he just like takes it and like shreds it, you know?
Oh, I remember that. That was priceless. and she's back there, all smiling, and then whenever he's done, she's like, I'm like,
oh yeah, she was a vindictive,
like,
you know what? Yeah,
crazy Nancy. Well, Chuck Grassley is okay. Thursday, he opened a congressional probe into 8 tech giants over allegations of companies failed to sufficiently report online child sexual exploitation, hampering law enforcement investigations. Yeah, they all do this. The senator who chairs the Senate Judiciary Committee also released new information provided by the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. This is interesting because this is one of Melania's big platforms. She's been fighting the AI, child exploitation, and all of that stuff. That's always her thing. And she managed to get some Democrats to agree with her and back her on that, which was impressive. So the 8 companies we're looking at here: Meta, Amazon AI Services, TikTok, Snapchat, Discord, X, AI, Grindr, and Roblox. I always say that one wrong. I don't know why. I always want to say Robo instead of Roblox. Just my brain doesn't process the word. I don't know why. Collectively makes up 81% of suspected child exploitation reports received. Damn. 81%.
And what is Roblox doing about it?
Yeah, I bet
they were going after the kid that exposed them. I remember that.
Yeah. Roblox, Grindr, Discord. I know those are rampant bad. XAI. So are they using the AI to create and generate the images?
Oh, probably.
I think aren't they alluding to Grok?
I mean, Grok is the AI on the platform, but do they have it? I don't know. If that's the case, why can't they just fix that in coding? Why can't you just in the background of X just tell it not to generate?
Yeah, because I had an AI thing I was using for how to generate stickers, and I tried to do a Confederate flag sticker, and allegedly, of course, and they were like, "Oh heck no, we're not going to generate that for you." I was like, "What?"
Nope.
Anything that might be hate speech, by God, no, or that they consider hate speech. But yeah, if you want to rape an infant, apparently it's fine, and you can make that. It is astounding. This again is a way that their arguments from the left about just in general don't ever hold up when you present this kind of stuff. You're just like, well, why can't I not have a flag? Maybe you don't agree with the flag, but why can't you just generate, even if it was for a report where you're just talking about the history?
Exactly.
Why can't you have the flag show as you're talking about, you know what I mean? Like,
and it was instantaneous. It was like the second I put in that, they were like,
Yes.
sorry, we can't generate. I was like, what?
Yeah. It's pathetic.
I'm sure if I wanted to generate the communist flag, that would be fine.
Oh, absolutely. They'll love that. They'll be like, how many you want?
We will do 5 of these images for you. And let us know if we
Would
can
you like them in all sizes? Would you
But
like it sparkly? We can bedazzle the steel and hammer for you.
We will send you this complimentary hat in the mail as well.
Now I kind of want to see the bedazzled hammer and sickle. Now that I said it, I kind of want to see it. Oh, jeez. Oh, let's see.
Highlight of my freaking day is you two. But I'm having an amazing time. Oh, I knew it was going to be funny. I'm sitting here, I'm telling my wife before I came on, I was like, I am going to laugh. And she says, I'm going to laugh at you.
Tell your wife hi.
Absolutely. I welcome it.
Well, we joke that our show is an ab workout, you know, like you're gonna get a nice little crunch workout while you sit and enjoy with us.
Absolutely. I'm thinking about doing some cardio after this.
Right. Oh my goodness. I mean, this is more on the statements. They're talking about child exploitation. It's a good article. We'll see what comes of it. I have a feeling we're probably 6 months away from seeing anything concrete, you know?
Yeah, but Mary, are we really going to see anything concrete about it? Or is it going to be swept under the rug by certain individuals?
Yeah.
The latter, most likely.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, look at the talk of the tick. That's what I call it. It was, you can't say shit on that platform.
Right. You get banned.
Something public comes out about it, and you see maybe a paragraph on mainstream media, and then you don't hear a damn thing after it.
Nope.
So I'm saying that, yeah, although that was a well put together article, you're probably never going to hear a damn thing about it after, especially the big companies.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to think that under the current administration, we have the best chance we've had of seeing something.
Oh yeah. I agree with that.
I'd like to think we have the best shot. I don't know. Let's see. What else do we have on deck? Oh.
Oh shit. Here we go.
So everybody saw Trump's tweet about the podcasters yesterday, right? The epically long, like, essay tweet. It was like literally like 500 words. So
it was very hard to read. I mean, like, it was so tiny.
Whoever this person is, I don't know who they are, but Tim Young, this is what he did with the tweet.
then it just was a total degen right after it, because I'm sitting here like, really, President Trump, really?
But you know, I do really believe it was not for us. He was doing it for a reaction. Here, I'll just keep it on.
Why did he throw in the First Lady of France though? Like we all know she's not a lady. Dude looks like a lady.
That was a dig at Candace. It had nothing to do. Yeah, that was exactly it. Everything in here was designed to piss off those specific podcasters. It was a dig at them. It had nothing to do with Macron or whatever, because he made fun of Macron's wife literally like a couple days ago when we played it. He's got that was just literally yeah, that was just him being mean to Candace, like just to dig at her.
And then saying that she was more beautiful than Candace. It's like,
well, Candace did call him satanic earlier this week. Like she called Trump a Satanist. So
I thought she said the Trump administration was. Well, same thing, I guess. Yeah.
Same thing. Let's be real.
I think you're forgetting of TDS and Orange Man Bad. I mean, it's all him, right?
It is.
I mean, seriously.
It's always Orange Man Bad. So you know what? I don't know what is going on with the podcasters. I don't know what is going on. I can't listen to any of them. And now, like a bunch of them that were kind of maybe sitting on the sidelines have now picked a side. And a lot of them are now mad at Trump. So I'll give you this. So you have podcasters that in the back channel help out each other, and they've known each other for years. So they have a personal relationship, whether they agree or disagree publicly. So when someone attacks their person, they're getting emotional. So that's why you're seeing a lot of the sifting of the plates. It's not necessarily logical. Some of that is just like if somebody criticized Krista, I'd be mad because she's my bestie. You know,
right?
I wouldn't
take
that
loyalty thing, right?
Right. And just like Johnny, I've known Johnny for years. I've done a few shows with him. I've known him on the background. That's probably a better example. I would not take it very well if somebody went after Johnny because I've known him for like 4 or 5 years.
Right.
You know, I've probably done 3 dozen shows with him, but you know. So you have Tim Pool's now saying he's done with everything, and I know everybody's really sad about that one. But
did he take his beanie off and stomp on the ground like I'm done?
Maybe he threw the beanie across the room. I don't know what he did, but
I'm not shedding a tear. Just saying.
I know. It's just, you know, I don't know. I don't know what we're watching. I don't really understand the whole thing with Alex Jones. I think Alex Jones is going through a serious, like the last time I saw him on air, he didn't even finish the entire show.
Really?
Like,
what happened?
Yeah. Not like on his channel, but I don't know. It was a month or 2 ago. He was on Timcast, and it was very clear he was on something. He was not, like, he was jittery. He was moving around all the time. He couldn't finish his sentence, and then he was like more hyper crazy than normal. Or Alex. Like he was like Alex on 10. And then he didn't even finish the show. He was like an hour in, and he was like, I gotta go. And like even Tim, once he walked off, Tim was like, I think something's wrong with Alex. He's like, I think Alex needs help. And now Alex has gone through, I'll give him more slack because Alex has been persecuted now from the Obama administration forward. I will give Alex all the slack. Not so much with the others. But I don't know. Now Mike Cernovich is like, I can't believe it. Like a bunch of these people are like super mad because of his rhetoric in the tweet. And I'm like, but these people have been coming after him for a very long time. And they're people that glommed onto him through proximity of power. So the other podcasters are mad saying, well, these people helped get Trump elected. Accurate. They did. They all showed up at rallies. They all talked about it and they all did all this stuff. Okay. But now they've been cutting him to ribbons for months. So should he stay silent, even though they've been cutting him for quite a while? I don't know the answer. I'm just telling you the news. This is what's going on. I don't have an opinion.
I'm kind of, I have mixed feelings about it all.
I know.
I'm with you, Krista, on that. I got mixed feelings about it.
I just think that like he should focus on other things like the war or the operation, whatever it's called. like just it kind of brings him down to their level by kind of
I can agree
getting in
with
the
that.
mud and like doing this mudslinging a little bit. I feel like if he just ignored it, because then it looks like it's really bothering him. If he didn't say anything, then it's like,
he's
okay,
above
well, right.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
that
saying.
would be the thing that I tend to.
But that's not Trump, though.
No, no. He's
No.
a Bronx brawler, used to dealing with mobs and all kinds of stuff, you know, to build buildings. I mean, you know. So
I mean, in journalism, regardless, you have to have a thick skin. I mean, I tell a lot of my friends outside of the World Wide Web, don't focus or don't keep your focus on the trends. Don't let the bullshit affect you. And obviously, in this scenario, the bullshit's affecting him. And I mean, I will never speculate that somebody's using some sort of substance other than Hunter Biden, you know, to deal with that. I mean, but I mean, the way the world is the way the world is. That's my point of view on it.
All of these people have been around him. They have been around him numerous times. So could it be that he feels like he's been personally hurt? Like you had somebody in your friend circle and all of a sudden they're just publicly cutting you to ribbons, talking you trash, backstabbing you. At some point, do you feel betrayed? I don't know. I'm just putting it out there.
I think in Candace's case, she's just very upset. She feels like, you know, Cash is not doing enough to solve the murder. They've already pretty much locked up Tyler for the rest of his life. She also was mad also that the Trump administration turned a blind eye, what she perceives as a blind eye, because the threat from France on her life, the French Legion Army.
Yeah, but was that ever proved?
She said she could prove it. And she said the FBI didn't do anything. So I think she has those grievances that's more personal to him. And that's why she's going and like talking bad about him. It seems like.
Okay.
As far as the other people, you know, I'm not sure what their issue is.
I think Megan is the one that Megan and Tucker, I'm a little more baffled with.
But Megan never really liked Trump, though. Remember, she kind of did a small turnaround and then went back to her usual.
Well, it helped her ratings. It helped her ratings a lot when she was doing the rallies and doing the stuff.
She's a grifter, in my opinion.
She really did like Charlie. Like, I do believe Charlie's death crushed her.
How could you not like him? He was amazing.
Well, she was live with Glenn Beck when they found out, and they both just broke and sobbed.
Yeah.
It was rough. So I don't know. And then the other argument was Charlie holding the crazy train together? And I do think he was. I think we will never fully know how much he was doing behind the scenes.
I admit that I didn't really pay attention to much more than a few clips of his because it was not my, you know, I'm not a college person. It was kind of geared to that demographic. But after his death was when I was like, wow, he really made such a great impact.
Oh, I was paying.
It was astronomical.
I was paying a lot of attention because of what he was doing.
And what he was saying was absolutely freaking true. I mean, it wasn't everything that Charlie said. And you know, I was like you, Krista, right in the beginning of it. I only watched a little bit of it because I had to make the conscious decision that what he was saying was true. But after I analyzed it, it was absolutely true, even down to the degen of the government. I mean, it was absolutely true.
And he did start out very fiscally conservatively conscious. I mean, that was the main goal. Like right after the Tea Party, that was the whole goal of his original, before it became TPUSA. It was a different name that I mean, as an 18-year-old kid, I mean, he was a genius.
He was.
He was calling out the government for all kinds of fraud and, you know, things that they were spending their money on. That was the whole goal of them.
Yeah.
And then he took that to the college campuses and people started thinking, wow, that makes a lot of sense. Because what he said really, and the way he presented it
over Congress, they were afraid of him.
Yeah.
They were very afraid of him.
There's a lot of people that had motives to get rid of.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Like I do not think Tyler, if Tyler did it, I don't think that he acted alone. That's my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's too many other things. That's why I want the trial public.
Well, here's the thing. They have not been transparent.
No.
I'm part of that WebEx, if you know what I mean. It is very few and far between that you actually get the WebEx, and it in itself is scripted. Prime example, the last hearing, they were already halfway into the hearing before they published the WebEx. So in my opinion, what are they hiding? Or what is really going on? I mean, it is very irrefutable that the dude was on the roof. Okay. I mean, a camera doesn't lie. Now, could I say that weapon did exactly what they said it did?
I'm not even convinced that he was shot with that weapon. I think it was a completely different weapon. I'm researching like several different things that it could be. Like, well, I don't even want to say here because you'll probably think I'm crazy.
It's okay.
Well, I'm saying I know the weapon of choice, or the weapon that was used.
006. Yeah,
it is unless you are a crack shot. I mean, and you have all the tools that would be more cumbersome to carry up on that roof, and then inadvertently jumping off the roof,
right, hiding it in your pant leg and running, and right.
I mean,
it has Butler vibes, right?
It does.
Our argument is the same on Butler. Do you really believe this rando kid did that? Do you really believe that he was able to? And I know he trained or whatever, but again, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a shooting expert. I
am not a shooting expert either.
Well, I've seen all the
is what my problem is for that weapon.
Right.
That's my skepticism there.
Well, okay. I have a Harry from CNN. I have a clip of him that's relevant to this discussion. He already puts his head down. I'm sorry, Scott. This one's kind of funny. I was a little surprised by this one. So
let's start off with Tucker Carlson, who has been in absolute free fall with Republicans. I mean, just take a look at this. Look at this trend line. Tucker Carlson's net favorable. Back in March of 2024, when he and Donald Trump were very close friends, look at this. He was at plus 54 points. Look at where he is today at only plus 7 points among Republicans, and that includes GOP-leaning independents. I mean, that is a drop of what, 47 percentage points. My goodness gracious, when you go up against Donald Trump and you want to appeal to the Republican base, to quote the movie Good Burger, you go on the grinder, and that is exactly what has happened to Tucker Carlson, who has absolutely collapsed among Republicans.
So if it is a choice between the president and Tucker Carlson among these voters, what do they basically say?
Yeah, they choose Donald Trump basically every single time. Look at this. Okay, the exact same poll, this UMass Lowell poll. Look at this. Net favorables among Republicans. Again, this is Republicans plus Republican-leaning independents. You see Carlson on the right side of your screen at plus 7 points. Look at where Donald Trump is at plus 61 points. And this is actually a little bit low for Donald Trump. In other polls around the same time, he was even higher than this. Again, he is crushing Tucker Carlson. What is this? This is a 54-point advantage for Donald Trump over Tucker Carlson when it comes to who is more popular among Republican voters. And of course, this is even just talking about the MAGA base, where Donald Trump is running an approval rating somewhere between 97 and 100%.
Okay, so what does this mean for Tucker Carlson going forward? Say Tucker Carlson wanted to build some kind of a platform where he could run for office, say president.
This is interesting.
So you see Donald Trump crushing Tucker Carlson here. Take a look at this. Look at the CASHAPP prediction markets when it comes to his chance, Tucker Carlson's chance to be the 2028 GOP nominee for president. It's just 5. When you can put it on one hand, you know it's low. It's just 5% that Tucker Carlson actually has enough support within the GOP, at least those who are putting their money where their mouth is, to actually be the GOP nominee in 2028. Marco Rubio and J.D. Vance are running well ahead of him.
Okay, so again, in this imaginary world, you know, if the prediction markets are wrong, Tucker Carlson were to become a candidate, How might he do?
Okay, why don't we take a look against the most likely Democratic nominee, Gavin Newsom? And this is, I think, so important because it's not just that Tucker Carlson struggles now with Republicans. He is electoral poison when it comes to general electorate. So Gavin Newsom versus potential GOP nominees in the 2028 presidential matchup. Against Tucker Carlson, look at this. Gavin Newsom crushes Tucker Carlson by 11 points. J.D. Vance actually beat Gavin Newsom in this poll by 3. So Tucker Carlson, very much struggling, runs way behind the GOP baseline in the general election as well.
Yeah, he's so animated.
He's leading in
He's
some
like,
of these
"Wait,
bounces.
It's the most
Do a little
likely
dance.
Democratic nominee.
He does love to bounce.
Interesting. Vance beats him right now, but Tucker Carlson, not so much.
Not so much. Not well
Maybe
liked
he
among
does
Republicans
trampolining,
and
like,
not
on
well
his
liked
free
and hated
time.
among the general.
Harriet,
His
thank
office
you
has
very
like a
much.
mini
Thank you.
trampoline. He's
Have a lovely weekend.
You have a lovely weekend.
his nickname is Tigger in the office, probably.
That's a good one, Tigger. That's really good, Krista. Oh, jeez. I found it funny. They took because wasn't it Tucker that said that the head of Fox, the owners of Fox, asked him to run against Trump at some point. I know Tucker said that.
Seriously?
But, yeah, they wanted that. That's according to him.
Okay.
So take it for what you will. That's what Tucker said. And he was like, no, I'm not going to run against Trump. He's my friend. I don't know. Are they queen? I don't know.
I don't know. It makes you wonder who else did they ask after Tucker? Was it Nikki
I'm
Haley?
Sure. They probably asked Mark Levin, anybody else.
Oh,
I mean,
gosh.
you
Can
know,
you imagine Mark Levin as our president? Holy crap. He has that like really mean nasally voice. I used to listen to him every night.
Constitutionally, he was brilliant, and then
really
now
was.
he's off in loony land. Like every time
Especially
I listen to him,
after
he's yelling at something.
I know, especially after 2020, he was so good at breaking down what Mark Elias had done with all the courts.
Yes, he had.
I really enjoyed that
analysis, and now I feel like it's an old man that just yells at the wall.
Well, he was maxed.
You know what I mean? Like that's it. That's what it feels like. It feels like he's just screaming at walls and inanimate objects. And I'm like,
raising his fist at an image that's not even there.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't even understand what you're accomplishing right now.
Yeah.
But I don't yell at things very much. So I don't know. Sometimes
Salt Green says he sounds like a casket salesman with his squeaky voice. That's what Salt Green said.
Could you imagine Gavin Newsom as president of the United States?
No, I can't. We would be in total free fall.
People would be
he would be instead of spending $8 million, he would spend $8 billion on save the fucking trees. I mean,
I think Mary's right though. I think that they're gonna bring in this Bashir person because he can like pretend like because Gavin's too extreme. I don't think that everything that he's done is too close to being memory, like it's not memory hold yet because he's still the governor and they're still seeing the results of his crap. But Bashir is kind of a dark horse, and the fact that they can squeeze him in there, people don't know much about him. He seems like the average casual observer would be like, oh, he doesn't seem too bad, not knowing that he's.
But Krista, the real question is, does he fit into the new scum Pelosi family? I mean,
no, Bashir does not.
No,
and that's what I'm saying. You need to align. You need to align the new scums and the Pelosi, and that's a sure. I can't say a sure win because I'm never going to speculate.
Well, and then there's Pritzker in the wings too.
Oh my gosh, that would be a nightmare.
Yeah. But I mean, those are the two that really believe they are going to be president.
Oh my gosh,
I
think it's owed to them.
Billionaire, spoon-fed, feckless.
He's been fed by a lot of spoons, Mary. Have you seen?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I've seen the Weeble man up in Chicago. The Weeble with a bad toupee.
Prairie Fire gives us a cookie. He said, breaking, Mark Levin announces campaign for president, promises free bow ties for all adult male citizens.
I love you, Prairie Fire. That's fantastic. He does love his bow ties.
That just hurts my fucking brain even thinking about it. I mean, seriously.
Oh no, we brought the poop soup person out. Oh no.
It's poop soup time.
Here's the cackling hyena herself.
What is that NAN thing behind her? National Action Network.
It's going to be a left-wing hacktivist
thing.
But again, she's in the poop suit.
I was just going to say, it's a lighter version of poop suit today, but
color.
It does
Why does she hate color? Seriously.
I know.
God.
She hates color, but it's color is important to her because she's the first Black whatever.
Right.
Even though she's technically not Black. She's like Haitian, West Indies, Jamaican, Indian, exactly.
And also Canadian. She's technically Canadian.
Yeah. Her mom taught at McGill University, which is, I don't know, the MK Ultra headquarters.
It is in Canada, where she was raised.
You can't make this up.
Shout out, Naka.
I'm kind of shocked she doesn't have like a monarch pin on her lapel to go with her poop suit.
Maybe
yeah.
She needs a butterfly lapel. I have two of this bitch droning on. I don't even know what she said. I just threw them in because I was like, she's wearing a poop suit, so we got to talk about it.
Yes.
And that on the continent, the
oh my God, I didn't even realize there's a little sign language dude in the box. I didn't even realize. He looks like Tiny Tim over in there. What is he doing?
Looks like he's praying, and if he is praying, yeah, I would go along with the praying, because this is going to get really good and unintelligent. I promise.
He's like, please, dear Lord, baby Jesus, make this a short speech. He's like, I can't sign language word salad very well.
The way the thing goes is what the way the thing is, and the way the thing is the way the things go.
I'm sure he's practiced the unburdened sign language quite a few times.
Is that like a freeing of the bird when you do her unburdened? You're just like, it's free. You're unburdened.
And that bird flies up into the trees and the grass and how perfect it was.
It blends right in.
Just pooping on her shoulders.
And then we go back to my middle-class family, and my mother raised the middle-class lifestyle. And
oh, geez, yes.
We always cared about our trees and our grass.
Oh, yes. My best friend's Diddy.
Is this the clip that she talks about? What did she mention the other night? Sean played this last night.
Oh,
she was giving a lecture about decorum.
Oh, I don't know.
This might not be the same clip. I don't know, but like she's the last person to be just using that term decorum.
Yeah, little home record that
it's
she
a
is.
three-syllable word, so no way she came up with that herself.
Right.
Second of all, they wrote that and they're like, say decorum. So,
but notice she never talks into the camera. If you've watched anything, she will not look at a camera.
I want you to see the lizard eyes. That's why we don't want to see the lizard eyes.
It's because her eyes are so full of shit. They don't want to see it running out.
She's probably also higher than a kite, so we don't want to see the pupils dilated.
SSRI eyes. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, but you're probably right. She's on something. You know, we were watching her on the campaign, and I was like, she is on something, and then she's drinking with it. Like she's on something, some prescription, probably for anxiety. Who knows? Maybe to help her stay awake on the campaign trail. I'm being generous, but
I wouldn't have been.
Then if you're drinking a lot of wine or whatever with it, I mean, all the labels on all of that shit says do not take with alcohol.
Right, and don't operate heavy machinery, which means the car. She better not be driving.
That microphone.
If she drives like she talks, everyone's in trouble anyway.
Scott.
The median age, I think now is about 19 years old.
Oh God.
The prediction is that by the year 2050, 1 in 4 people occupying Mother Earth will be on the continent of Africa, which presents either a wonderful opportunity for partnership and investment, understanding this population of people are going to have such a huge impact on the future of the world.
Overacting.
Or it's going to present a risk if we just ignore the needs of the people who are
She's
there.
always
For
looking for
example,
confirmation from other people. She's always like, yes, am I doing it right? No, you're not making any sense because you're psychotic.
I worked with actors for 30 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you how they train and do their monologues. This bitch practiced her monologue in front of a mirror. I'm watching her movements. It's the same thing a trained actor would do before an audition.
But it's way over the top acting. Like, it's so obvious it's acting. Like, her hand gestures, her, like, moving of her shoulders.
It is, but she's from California. She's from Hollywood area. She ran around with all of them.
Right.
Like, she practiced, like, just watch her. Just watch her. Like, she's, like, looking to the side, like, you get me. You know, she thought that would reaffirm
confirmation. Exactly.
If she did that. So, like, all these little, like, it makes me crazy because I'm just like,
I wish someone was on the side like that would say, no, I don't get you. You're crazy, girl.
You crazy. You crazy, and you probably drunk.
People in many African nations, their economy is based.
African nations. Is that what NAN is about?
Yes.
On agriculture.
That explains
So the work that we could do in partnership around new ways of, I've been spending a lot of time in the South, as you and I talked about. When I leave here, I'm going to North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia, and then Arkansas later. But agriculture, and in fact, some partnerships with our local farmers and farmers on the continent.
On the continent. That's what we used to call Europe. They used to call Europe the continent, not Africa.
Yeah.
And I would love to ask her this question. Do you really believe the shit that is coming out of your mouth? I really want to ask this woman this question. Because, I mean, she, through the whole thing, Mary, she didn't make any fucking sense.
No, she never does.
There was no wording to her, the reason she was there.
When you go back and you look at stuff from her in like 2017 or whatever, when she was sitting in Senate, and you go back and you look at Senate clips, a lot of those she made sense. A lot of them. She did a lot better and comparatively. I mean,
This is Al Sharpton's little baby. This whole thing is his baby.
She sounds more nervous than a pregnant nun. I mean, seriously.
He created it in 1991.
I'm sorry, she does.
So this is an Al Sharpton NGO. Fantastic.
Yes, I will put the link in the chat for you guys.
I love it.
It says they're promoting a civil rights agenda, including the fight for one standard of justice, decency, and they forgot decorum, and equal opportunities for all people, regardless of race, religion, blah, 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 blah. Criminal justice reform, police accountability is at the forefront of their thing. Crisis intake and victim assistance. Oh, she doesn't need any assistance being a victim. Voting rights, corporate responsibility, pension diversity, youth leadership, bringing the digital divide. So they've got this whole tech arm where they're trying to do that. Interesting.
The Rumble chat is extra saucy about the Kamala.
I'm reading it.
They're extra saucy. Shout out to the Rumble.
You see me over here laughing hysterically. It's because of the Rumble chat. I'm like, what?
They're on fire today. I love our chat so much. Oh my goodness. All right, let's suffer through the next bit of.
Well, he's pulled back because, the way that he's thinking of foreign policy, it seems, is when he talks about America first, it's to withdraw from these relationships and these connections. And then he kind of acts like a mob boss. So then he's kind of like, well, you take Eastern Europe and I'll take the Western Hemisphere. And then you over there, you can get Asia.
She sounds
and
like
we'll just divide it up.
Oh my gosh.
Instead of understanding historically, America has always been about our global leadership, imperfect though we have been.
What?
No.
What is she smoking?
That's only since like 1950.
Yeah.
That's not all.
Not 1776, ho. No way.
No, that's literally a CIA banker-driven shit.
Yeah.
From 1950 forward.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Her little Godfather impression was lovely.
that was Godfather. I couldn't tell.
I don't know. I don't know what it was. I just named it that.
This is what the DNC put up there to potentially be the president.
They were desperate, yes.
States.
And they're still furious with us that we didn't vote for this whore. Like, they're still mad. Like, I'm not going to be a nonsensical person. I don't care what their gender or color is. They don't make sense. I can't do it. Give me mean tweets. At least they make sense. Mm-hmm. Maybe you don't like them all, but at least generally speaking, it's not this.
I don't know what I'm doing, but I know what I'm doing, but it doesn't make any sense that I don't know what I'm doing.
So Highway Dog says, what do you expect? She was chosen by the London banking mafia.
I totally agree. When I refer to the banking cartel, that is what I'm talking about.
But
because
the
me, that's the head of the
cartel lost a lot of fucking money.
Oh, yes, they did.
Well, she was 20 million in the hole.
Well, that's the DNC, which is a private corporation.
Oh, yes.
The DNC and the RNC are both private entities.
Yeah, they
which
are.
Is real fucked up when you think about that. That's what our elections are run through on a platform. It's a private corporation.
Sure.
It's incredibly fucked up.
Yeah.
Not saying I know the answer, but
they spent so much money on the DNC.
Yeah.
It was, and I believe if I'm correct, the DNC spent $2 or $3 million more dollars than the RNC paid for Trump. So I mean, they gotta put it out there. And then the advertising for the DNC.
Oh yeah.
Every other fucking commercial, Mary, was the DNC and how great. And we're gonna have this star and we're gonna have that star. Who cares?
People can't buy gas and eggs at that time. All of their utilities were skyrocketing. Nobody could afford anything. People were turning in their pets because they couldn't afford pet food. And they're like, oh, come twerk with Beyonce.
Well, and then they were mad because Beyonce didn't even open her mouth to sing. She was paid like $9 million for 2 minutes of talking and then didn't even sing. And they were just like so upset because they were only there to see Beyonce, not Kamala.
Right. But they told them, come, Beyonce's going to be there. So they're thinking, oh, great, we're going to get a free concert. That's the only reason they fucking came.
Yeah. And the mainstream
they didn't come to listen to this mess.
Who would pay that? I mean, they can't even give away free tickets to this.
Right. I mean, I hate to say it, but Mandami is way slicker. Like the Mandamis are way scarier to me.
Really scary.
Really scary because he can speak.
The problem is like he didn't even make it. He didn't even make it a secret of what he was all about. And they still voted for him. That was the scary thing. It's like people bought it. And D. Richard says she ain't smoking smoke. Doesn't have that effect. What kind of big pharma pills is she popping? Exactly.
Read the one right below it.
Well, if we can go to Mondummy, if we can go to Mondummy for a second, let's try to make logical sense out of Mondummy. Okay.
Impossible.
I got some perfect sense for you. Let's make the buses free. But guess what? We're going to raise the taxes. So they're not free.
They're not free because nothing is free.
Or the daycare, daycare just for government workers, and it's like what $30,000 a child they said per year.
Yeah, I mean somebody's paying for it, so let's picture this, if you will. I'm going to raise taxes, say 30%, okay, on the millions of dollars you're already paying. So if you do the logical math, why does it make sense for big businesses to stay? Because I can get a free fucking bus ride. What do you want to do? Instead of taking your limo?
Yeah.
Let's go ride a public transit system.
Right.
Hello. I mean,
not applicable.
And the same way with California. It was just recently that they were trying to do something with their transit system. I don't remember exact, but I think it was along the same lines. Well, okay. Well, you just had all the refineries, pretty damn near all of the refineries closed. You've got Meta and other corporations that we won't mention.
They're fleeing.
They're gone. Guess
Yeah.
where they're coming? Guess where they're coming?
Texas,
to my
Tennessee,
state,
and Florida.
To my state, the free state of Florida.
And South Carolina.
Oh, okay.
So many people.
I didn't hear
Tons of people living here in South Carolina too.
Really?
But all the red states, yeah. South Carolina, North Carolina, Florida, Texas are the top.
Okay, I didn't hear South Carolina, but I was familiar with Texas, Florida, and all that.
Yeah.
Now let's dissect this for a second.
Sure.
Could I take $1 million and put it in my pocket, and spend maybe $1.5 million to move my company, find more employees, or bring my top tier employees with me, and then at the end of the day, it's all a fucking tax write-off anyway, because I'm investing in my employees, which we all know is a tax write-off. So all the taxes that New Scum and Mondummy thinking they're going to get, they just lost more than what they were gaining. So why would you make it infeasible to stay in a place that you very well have grassroots too, if you follow my semantics? And then you're creating revenue for another state, and then you get on national TV and have your top executives, please come back, tell your friends, tell everybody, we need you, we will give you this, we will give you that. You ain't going to get shit. Exactly, you're going to pay the same exact amount and you're going to pay more for the brownstone that you just left, because now all the prices are even inflated more because of the taxes. That's the facts. But I thought it was absolutely funny when I actually streamed where the executives are saying, please don't leave us, we will help you. Yeah, we're going to help you by lining my pockets. End of story.
And of course, I have a clip to go along with that.
I figured.
Job. Yeah. So he is asking this teacher, what do you think should happen with all these billionaires that are leaving because of possible wealth taxes? What should happen to their businesses? Keep in mind, he is a teacher teaching kids in America. This is his answer. This is why business owners are leaving states like this, where these people are teaching the kids of that state and that city. Go ahead, Rob.
What do you say to these folks who say, well, if you tax millionaires, they're going to leave the city, and the top 1% pays 40% of the taxes in the city. So what happens if they leave? What's your response?
Well, that's what I would say. It's like we should take their business and we run it like for the city ourselves.
So if they take their business to Florida, you feel like you can keep it here?
I mean, they can't leave the building. They can't just bring their whole entire workforce to Florida. Right? They can't bring all of the resources that they have to build the business here to Florida, right? That's a whole thing. And that's where you would even say, if we're building a real movement, right, to stop that, we'd also make it illegal for them to actually leave, right? We would fine them to hell if they're going to try to abandon their property here, right? Because clearly people do need to work, right? People do need to make a living.
So that's Charles Berry. And while that might have been one of the craziest things I've ever heard in hundreds of street interviews, what matters more is that he's a teacher for New York public schools.
Jeez. Can you imagine what the kids are being taught? I mean, how you process that, Tom? I don't want to put a lot of time into this. Obviously, this teacher deserves a little bit of time to highlight his madness, but how do you process that, Tom?
You cannot never underestimate just the power of dumb.
That's such a true statement. That is such a true statement. So his theory is that they can't take the building and they can't take the workforce. His dumbass doesn't realize the option will be given to the workforce. You can either move, work remotely, or sayonara. And they just sell the business or the building, or it was leased and they never even had to own it. A lot of them are just leased. Or maybe they lease floors within one of those buildings. Maybe they lease 5 floors. So they just end the lease and they go. This is how dumb they are. And the fact that these fuckers are around our kids is horrifying, because this is why the children are dumb.
Awful.
I have two comments. I have two comments from that. He was either homeschooled. He was either homeschooled by a day drinker, or he is the epitome. He is the epitome of why there are directions on a shampoo bottle.
No, his mom drank when she was pregnant. He has fetal alcohol syndrome, and then she day drunk as she homeschooled him, and then
he drank the shampoo bottle. He did not read the shampoo bottle. He chugged it.
After taking Tylenol, you forgetting the main one. After taking Tylenol, that's the kind of shit that just makes you your brain hurt.
Oh, I tell you, it's madness. It is pure madness. People wonder why I harp on the whole communist thing, and that's why. Like they are completely crazy, nonsensical. They make no sense. And then they're like, oh, it's everyone else's problem is why it didn't work before. It's always the capitalist's fault. That's what they currently tell them. Like if you go into the videos on a lot of YouTube, because I was trying to research this stuff, and the comments in the videos were the logic why communism doesn't work. It's because the CIA was mean and under, and our government sanctioned them. So that's why it didn't work. I'm like, every time?
Yeah.
All the way back to World War I? Really?
So.
Really? That's why? There wasn't even a fucking CIA then. Whose fault is it? All those people that starved under Stalin, CIA wasn't even in existence yet. I mean, yeah, they were involved in World War II. It was the OOS, but still, no. You could maybe make that argument. I don't know, for Vietnam. You can make the argument, but no.
Yeah, but the argument of Vietnam, I mean, I'm not disagreeing, but I can't say I can't say in total transparency that I know. I just can't justify. I can't justify it fully. Is what I'm saying. I'm like sitting here, like racking my brain. Yeah, she does have a point, but no. Go ahead.
I know, like you could kind of make that argument, but that's the whole thing that they say. It's because capitalism is big mean. That's why communism never worked. That is literally the current argument. On the left that I keep.
I'll go along with that one, Mary. I'll go along with that one. I mean, and it just seems like there is an argument for everything.
Oh,
I mean, on both sides of the aisle. I don't give a shit what side, right? Yeah. Or you could be straight down the center of the aisle, left or right leaning, but somebody's still going to argue with you why they're right. Just saying.
I know. It's our nature, isn't it? To argue. Let me see. General Buford just dropped a cookie in there. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you very much. Good to see you. Well, we're coming up at the top of the hour. How about that funny video you mentioned about potatoes? How about that?
It's at the bottom of the Truth folder.
It is the Irishman I love. It's follow me. I
love this guy. He had this one potato pie. She made the crust out of potatoes, and then she filled it in with mashed potatoes, and then topped it with like a scalloped potato. It was like a triple potato pie. Yeah.
Oh my God! No wonder the Irish,
because
Irish
I just
potatoes.
thought, well, it goes along like because obviously we were talking about Ireland yesterday and how they're really having a hard time. So
yeah, they are. Bless their hearts.
Did she have a side of Ozempic right beside it? I mean, just
she should have. It's like massive starch alert.
All right, let me switch over to this.
Quick question. So Bobby Tunes was talking. We were talking in the chat on Rumble about the Peace Corps, Mary. Is the Peace Corps a CIA op, or is it more Gladio?
CIA. Same thing.
Same thing. Okay.
But yes, yeah, same thing. But yes, it was created. Actually, JFK created it through executive order, I believe.
Okay.
I think he probably had good intention because he really didn't like the CIA, and then afterwards they were like, "Great way to infiltrate countries."
Yeah, it's like it's ours now. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you for the gift.
It is. All of these things from actors to churches to missionaries. All of these things are and doctors without borders, all of that kind of stuff. It's extremely easy to infiltrate countries under these things.
Okay. I just had that thought the other day about the LDS. I mean, apologies if anyone's LDS in the chat, but
no, it is
how they
all of
have
them.
their mandatory 2-year mission thing, and it's like, are they also have a handler?
They coordinate with the government because they have an amazing way of learning languages. So they had coordinated with the government because the government wanted to understand how they were able to learn languages so quickly so that they could do courses made after that. But yeah, you can, Ruth Payne, when I did the digs on JFK, Ruth Payne was the handler for Oswald. Okay. In all of her interviews, she talks about being a Quaker and that she would do missionary work. She was a CIA. Okay. So she actually got kicked out of one of the countries in South America because they identified her as CIA. She was there on a Quaker mission trip.
Okay. She was like distributing oats around and oatmeal. Just kidding.
Yep.
Wow.
I didn't know. I did not know that. I mean, I remember the interviews, but I don't remember her it ever being pronounced that she was.
She never officially, like, unless you get their tax returns, but it's pretty, pretty clean. She's always talking about, I think it was Quaker. I feel like it was Quaker. Yeah. Quaker, not Shaker, Quaker. Yeah.
Quaker.
But
yeah.
But she got kicked out of South America on one of the mission trips. And of course she'll deny it and be like, of course I'm not CIA, you know, but
that's what they all say. Yeah.
They all say that. I mean, they, you know, yeah, it's kind of wild. Hey, Matt1776, thank you for that phone. Thank you so much, honey. Much appreciated. Good to see you. All right, Happy Irishman.
Mashed potato recipe. And I might be inclined to believe her. She's got 3.5 million likes on this video, so this better be good. It shouldn't offend me. I am easily offended by the misuse of potatoes, so let's see how it goes.
Mashed potatoes should
He's
not
so
have
funny.
lumps.
She's using some sort of a weird contraption. She's turning the potatoes into some sort of a minced state. I'm not liking it so far. Get your math right and put a bit of elbow grease into it.
These are the another episode. Back to basics. 3 pounds russet potatoes, or you can use Yukon Gold.
Russet potatoes. I'm afraid not. You want to get yourself some Irish rooster potatoes. Get yourself a bag of them and they will lead you to the promised land. Never mind this American schlop. Yukon Gold.
Real quick, Matt1776 just gifted 1, 2, 3 silver tier subscriptions to American Rising.
Nice.
Thank you.
Looks like Cyberspeed and Timothy Nortine captured those. Thank you.
Thank you. It looks like there might be one still up
And
for
a
grabs.
phone. Thank you so much, Matt. He gifted us a phone too.
Incredibly generous. Thank you, Matt. Thank you.
Wash them. Jump.
Why is she washing the potatoes in the shower? What's going on with her tap? Why can't Americans just leave things alone? Taps are fine. You don't need to put a shower head on it.
1-inch dice.
Now, I agree with this. You do want to cut the potatoes evenly. Otherwise, some of them will cook to absolute fucking shite and some of them will still be rock hard. So do try and cut your potatoes evenly. Good advice from her.
Fill with cold water.
She's back to the shower again.
To the cook evenly. Bring to a bubble over high heat.
Our stove just says high heat. We have numbers on ours, 1 to 6. So if you're 6, that's very hot, and then 5 isn't really that different to 6.
Mine has numbers
and 4 isn't that really that different to 5. Then 3 is completely different, and then there's 2 and 1, and you wouldn't really cook anything with that. If you're cooking something on number 2, you must have a lot of fucking time on your hands. I cook everything on 6. I'm not waiting all fucking day. And if the food can't take max heat, then I'm not going to eat it. It's probably foreign, low quality shite. Or even worse, Irish quality shite.
Vigorously.
What is kosher salt? I have actually got no clue what that is. I think it's Jewish. Is it the way the salt is killed or something? I'm going to look up what kosher salt is so we can all learn together. So first thing I've learned, kosher salt is not Jewish. The reason it's called kosher salt is because it used to be used to kosher meat. There we go. Look, we've learned something. Maybe everybody except me
I
knew.
didn't know that either.
Bubble, 10 to 12 minutes.
Now, one thing I will say, a lot of that bubbling on top is extra starch that she could have removed if she left the potatoes in the cold water for a little while before boiling them. It does slightly improve the texture. Just saying, just saying. When I put up my mashed potato video, it better get 3.5 million likes because I know more. I'm not saying I know more. I'm just saying she knows a bit less. Very violently decanting the potato.
Return to the pot.
You've overcooked the absolute bollocks out of them potatoes. Look at them.
Heat of the pot will evaporate the excess.
They're screaming for their lives. Look at them. They've gone all crumbly. They're falling apart. I can barely look at them. She's got the potatoes boiled into a dust. How are you going to eat them now with a cloth? Absolutely disgraceful.
Moisture. Don't skip this step. If you do, they'll be watery. Let it set 5 minutes.
They're already watery.
That's true.
Friend.
They are.
3/4 cup unsalted butter.
Loads of butter, I approve. Unsalted, I disapprove. Get yourself some Kerrygold and stop using that smut.
Ketchup cup, heavy cream.
Cream, I'm all in. I use milk because I'm fat enough already and milk seems to do the job. This seems like an awful lot of liquid for how many potatoes she's cooked. I am concerned. I believe the structural integrity of these potatoes is to be very much doubted at this point.
That is a lot.
Use a ricer or a food mill.
Why is she mashing the potatoes in a ricer? They're not fucking rice. Get your masher out and horse into them. Burn a few calories. Not that she needs to burn calories. Okay, I need to burn calories. I'm just saying, get a couple of good fucking hard kilojoules into them. Get them mashed up.
No lumps. Add the butter and the cream.
That mixture of cream and butter looks absolutely decadent and delicious.
Truffle salt.
Oh, she's stirring them. They're very
How
wet.
much
I don't know how
fucking
you're
salt
going to
is she putting in this shit? Holy
God.
Yes. She needs to fold some egg whites in there to make
What are
them
you doing
truly
with the
fluffy
oil?
and delicious, though.
This woman is obsessed with moisture content. Will you calm down? I don't want to drink the potatoes. I'll have a potato milkshake, please. Oh, let's just put some green shine on the top.
That would bring all the
I bet
Irish
they
people to
taste
the
good,
yard.
But she's got the
Potato
texture all
milkshake.
wrong. Potatoes need to still have a bit of girth in them. You need to feel like you're eating something. They shouldn't be that liquidic, okay? I'm going to show you how to make mashed potatoes soon. And it is far superior to this nonsense. Right now.
I love his stuff. I really
He
do.
is so funny.
He is. Oh my gosh.
I just can't understand how much salt you need in potatoes. I mean,
Right?
I mean, okay, I put cream, heavy whipping cream and stuff in potatoes, but
oh yeah,
it wasn't a pinch of salt. That bitch had a handful of salt, just going to town.
Kept going.
I mean,
Yeah. She was smothering them for their own life there.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. I'm a believer in heavy cream makes everything better. Just about. Just about everything in the kitchen.
I'm
Love
telling
the
you
heavy
though,
cream.
the best thing for potatoes though is to take egg whites and to fold them in, and it makes them super fluffy. Yeah, that's what I do for shepherd's pie. I usually make like regular potatoes without it, but the shepherd's pie,
Right.
the extra step, makes it so amazing. They just like float off the plate.
Krista's a really good cook.
I love cooking.
Yeah. And like they don't eat out because, other food contaminated. So Krista really all the time.
Sometimes I do cheat and
really well.
like if we have a place to go at night, sometimes I do cheat and get stuff out. But for the most part,
understand.
yeah.
That's
That can
why
make
you
a
have
difference.
so much energy and the rest of us are just like hanging on. It's because
That and coffee, lots of coffee.
Lots of coffee, lots of that.
Yes.
It has been so much fun. I've had a blast.
I have to.
You want to come back and hang out with us some more?
Yes, anytime. All you got to do is give me the link. I will come up here and laugh and just like lose and pull the hair that I don't have out of my head. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, tell our people what you do, where they can find you, where they can follow you, all of your shows, what all.
Oh,
I'll be right back. I'm
Lord.
gonna get your links.
Are we ready for the diatribe and the long? No, joking. You can find me at Spin City News over on YouTube. We've been streaming to our platform, and I taught Mary something new today. That you can actually do that.
In
And it's
StreamYard,
okay.
there was a backlink.
Yeah, it was just a backlink. Over on Pilled at Spin City News. Hopefully one day, you never know, I might be on America Rising. Who knows? You can find me over on X at SPNCTY News over on X. That's where I post a lot of my updates because YouTube and other platforms do not like my content because I tell the truth. You can find me on Rumble, Spin City News, and again on Pilled at Spin City News.
Awesome.
That's the main ones. That's the main ones.
It has been a blast. I've enjoyed this very much, Scott.
I have too. Mary, Krista.
We'll arrange it and come back. Maybe we can. I do want to do something when Pal's last day. Like I'm serious about that.
I'm with you. I will send you a bottle of sherry. How's that? We can get drunk and lit together. And now imagine how that's going to go with us drunk up on camera.
Oh gosh. I've never been bibbed on camera. I mean, sometimes when we do squares on the Saturday night, because it's a game show, I'll make a cocktail, but I'll nurse it for the 2 hours I'm doing the show. I'm not like doing shots or anything, but I'll just like sip my little cocktail because I'm hanging out with my friends.
I'll tell you what, Mary, that'll be a plan. That'll be the next time I'm up, unless you have something that I can come up here and give you comic relief for, which I do in the chat anyway.
Yes. Yes, and we do appreciate that, and the raids and all the other fun stuff.
Absolutely. I don't send my people very many places, but this is the main one.
Thank you.
And I am waiting for my merch, Krista.
Yes.
I am waiting. I am waiting.
It'll take a little bit.
So he's supposed to be here. You said Monday. I'm excited.
Yep. It says yes. Monday.
Yes.
Monday. Right there.
I've got to run, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great weekend, everyone.
We're rolling out.
Yep, Mary, I'll stay in the back if you want to talk. But yeah, it's been fun. Absolutely. And I've enjoyed it. And pass the word along. Follow me on all the platforms. I appreciate it. And it has been a blast.
It has been super fun. Well, we have Unfiltered Forecast coming up at 4:00 on America Rising Media with Drew. And then I'm on with S. Jones. We will be simulcasting to my free-for-all channels on Pilled, and then I'll upload to X afterwards. And on S. Jones, that'll be on Rumble. And I don't know if I can stream it on X. We've been working for 2 weeks on a big dig on the Fabian Society. So, right, it's the birth of socialism, communism, and fascism. All comes out of this. The entire progressive left doctrine, this is the origin, and these are all the people that created it. So yeah, that's what our subject. It's probably going to take us a couple episodes to really, because it's deep, it's wide. I mean, their coat of arms is literally a wolf wearing a sheepskin.
That's a whole fucking mini series. Okay.
It is. I've been dying to do it, and bless Sabine's heart, she's gone down the rabbit hole with me. So we're doing that tonight at 7:30. I'm super excited. I know. I love stuff like this. I love sinking my teeth into it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, listen, as an independent journalist myself, without going too far into it, I like to see people actually doing what I do in a semi-professional setting. I mean, when you actually put the screws to something, you can find a lot. I mean, I dove into the Democrat Socialists of America because of one other said such streamer on Pilled, and I followed the money, and I have a chart. And Mary, this might be something for us to do in the future, for me to break that chart. I found where the money, I found it.
Nice.
And it wasn't very, very hard, but you want to talk into some leftist bullshit? Let's do that one day. Seriously. I'm being honest. And it's crazy.
It is. It is. It's very dark, and I wish more people understood it. So that's why I keep digging into all of these topics. I really, really want people to understand what we're looking at.
Yeah.
Tonight will be It Needed to Be Said with Sean, and I believe Feisty's on with him. And then there will be Night Shift with Johnny right after that to follow in. So and then this weekend we have all the regular programming. You'll see all the posts up. I'll be on Pilled Squares with Coffee Talk with Sandra. We took last week off for Easter, and we're back. I think the theme this week is Breakfast Around the World. So should be some fun questions on that. And then What We Should Have Learned, I'm doing Sunday at 6. And I'm continuing with the Black Liberation Army from the 60s and 70s, all of their massacres, killings, CIA adjacent things, Communist Manifesto, Cuba, all the shenanigans. So just, some mild topics for the weekend.
Mild?
It's very light and fluffy,
Mild? That is an extreme understatement, but, hey, we will go with that.
Right.
I've always said a question unanswered is a question never answered, right? Whether it be right or wrong, Mary.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
true.
When you ask a question, you can always fact check it. Everybody's got a phone.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
assuming they know how. Yeah.
Well, I mean, most people cannot define the meaning of fucking fascist.
That's true.
Just saying.
They just shout it, but they don't know what it means. I find that most amusing.
The thing that I find amusing is whenever you ask the person that question, you're pointing at them or they're pointing at you, right? Well, what they forget is they have 4 fingers pointing right back at themselves.
That's a good way. Yes.
And they can't define it.
No.
They'll have to pull their phone out.
No.
And say, well, Grok says this. Is Grok right?
Sometimes. It depends.
A lot of the times.
I find Grok the most reliable out of them.
Sure.
But again, that's not exactly a huge standard, but I do find Grok more reliable.
Right. But the whole irony of the situation is the behavior, and I know we're wrapping it up, but I don't want to go into diatribe, but the behavior, Mary, the behavior of these people.
Oh yeah.
They're let's go to Portland for a second, right? They're standing in front of the ICE building, calling everybody the word that I absolutely hate, and fascists, right? What they're not looking at is their own behavior. These people are not fascists. They're doing their job.
Yeah. That was legislated in the 90s under Democrats.
Exactly. So, I mean, when you really think about it for a second, who is the violent one? I don't see many Republicans out there screaming at ICE agents for doing their job.
Nope.
I don't see many Republicans, any Republicans at all, right at this moment, talking about our president, Donald Trump. He's still your president and he's still your daddy for the next 4 years or 3 years.
Yep.
I mean, it just goes to Minnesota. Let's go from west to the East Coast, okay? You got Minnesota, then you got New York City. And I'm going to say this. Over the last 5 days, I have seen more protests in 1 week than I have seen in the last year.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
They're protesting child support yesterday. Child support. They're protesting it.
Where were they protesting child support?
New York City.
Oh, of course.
They were protesting dad's rights and you're having kid. True story. True sign. Best one I saw all freaking day. And I had to stream it for other things.
Right.
So I'm sitting there in this convoluted blue-haired wearing, never mind. Saying I get child support. He's a piece of shit. The only one there, by the way, The only one there. The counter protest. The counter protest. Screaming into a megaphone, "You're a piece of shit." I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. I mean,
wow.
There is a child support system that was implemented by the United States government.
Yes.
I think it was 25 or 30 years ago, somewhere around there.
Yep.
That if you're the baby daddy, you need to support your children.
Right.
Well, the consequences of that is it destroys other people's lives. And that was the whole point of the protest. You're destroying a daddy's life, but you're not being responsible. It doesn't mesh. You understand what I'm saying? But I mean, yes, we all know that we should be responsible for our children, whether they were within wedlock to out of wedlock, right? But anyway, go ahead, finish up. I know you got to go, and I got to go too. But
I do.
I'm sorry, Mary.
That's okay. We'll come back and do it again.
Sure, absolutely.
We'll do that. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Please hit the thumbs up, red pill, like, share the show, invite your friends, and I hope I see you all later tonight and this weekend. And definitely hang out with our good buddy Scott on all of his channels.
Absolutely.